Hi there and welcome back. Dan again from CleanGuru. Today, I want to talk about the big opportunity to give context. Let me tell you a quick story. Jennifer and I were taking a drive, and it was taking us down through some small towns. In one of those towns, Jennifer turned and looked down a corner and she saw a storefront and mentioned something about some dresses. She goes, "Oh, these dresses that are in the display case in the show, they look weird, odd, that doesn't look right, they don't look good at all." We come around the corner, it turns out it's a historical museum. Right, those are dresses from a different era, maybe 1935. Well, now Jennifer says, "Oh, those are very nice, but back in the day." Well, what happened? A new context gave her a different perspective and a different appreciation. Well, that was powerful. What does that have to do with cleaning? Well, let's look at one big example that we run into in cleaning. Let's say you're bidding on a job, and there's maybe four other companies. So there's 5 companies bidding on a job. And let's say that you know or somehow find out when you put in together your cleaning program that your price in your program comes in maybe on the high side. You're either the highest or second highest program. Well, you can leave it at that, or we can give context. What can that do for us? Well, rather than let it sit there and have them think in their mind maybe that they're all the same, it's apples to apples, it is our job to give context to show that it's not apples to apples. I remember having a list of maybe 15 ways in which our company, our cleaning company, was different than lots of other companies. So I would go through a pretty kind of important handful of those when I was sitting down with a prospect. So I give them context as to why our price was higher. I'd say, well, we may not be the lowest. I wouldn't even expect that. Let me tell you why. And then I would talk about how we would screen people very carefully. And that would plant the seed of how important that was, and that they just didn't want anyone. They wanted us, a company that really screened people and made sure they had good folks there. And then talk about the training. Well, that planted the seed. They didn't want people not trained. Look how our company really does train. Well, we talked about also how we had our supervision and how maybe other companies don't necessarily have that level of supervision. Well, now we go down from checking the hours to make sure they get the time that they were required to have. All of these things put in their mind a different context, and therefore they had a different perspective, and they began to appreciate and value our program differently than other programs. I think that comes up a lot, and it's an important thing we can take hold of. I hope that helps you. I hope it helps your cleaning company. The idea of giving context. Have a great week. Until next time, remember that you can do this. You really can.